Alright, hello everybody and welcome to another Adventures in the Forgotten Realms draft. Looks like we're being graced with a kind of a drafting celebrity. It's Corticals, a member of it's not limited resources, Lords of Limited, but still that's pretty cool. Alright, oh cool. We get a sweet pack one pick one. It's Lair of the Hydra. So you know, if it becomes the end of the game, we're out of our hand. Um, we just make this with all of our mana every turn, and it's incredibly hard to play against. Some other good stuff here. The 3 uncommons are fine. I feel like I'd probably take one of them, but I'm happily taking the Lair of the Hydra here. Pick 2. Well, I really love Fly. I think the card is incredible. It's not as good as Curious Obsession in terms of value, but it does give the flying, whereas Obsession didn't. I think I would take it over Apprentice, and probably over the rest of the cards here. I mean, I think Hill Giant Herd Gorger is very good, and we know we're going to be in a green deck, or well, we really want to with the Lair. But I think Fly is that much better than the Gorger that it's worth taking here. Hunter's Mark jumps out at me. There's also still a Mythic in the pack. A 3/1 flyer for 3. Flame Skull can't block. When it dies, exile it. If you do, you may play one of those cards. So, isn't this impossible to remove if you keep choosing it? I'm not sure why it's getting passed up here. Maybe it's worse than I think it is. I mean, I know it can't block, so maybe that's why it sucks, but I think I'm going to take it, even though Hunter's Mark is pretty gas. It's not too often you get past a Mythic in pick 3, and so, I want to use it. Alright, so I think best card in the pack is probably Air Cult, and I also like Choose. The counterspell could be good, but I'm probably leaning towards the land that can be any color, which may help us play some way better cards than these later in the picks. Alright, so now we're starting to see signals. There's still a Herd Gorger. There's still a Fireball, and I feel these two cards are outclassing the rest of this field for me, although Check for Traps is decent. Would we, are we being pushed towards red, or are we being pushed towards green? I feel green because the lair is so good, so I will end up taking this Herd Gorger. Okay. So Druid class is one of the pieces of the life gain deck, and the level 5 can be decent. There's also Gretchen. if we do end up green-blue, would we want a 0/4 that can draw a card for 4? Maybe. I think it's definitely between these two cards. And in just the interest of not taking a gold card, I think I will take the Druid class here. But if we end up green-blue, certainly Gretchen could be a good card. Okay. So I'm not a huge fan of Kick in the Door or either of these two artifacts. Like, it's okay, it's not amazing. I like Finding the Villain's Lair. I like the Unicorn, but only in green-white. And I do like this card, but we're trying to play green. So this is definitely tough. I think I might hinge towards green-white, but I'm not sure. Here's a great black card. We're not really committed to anything. And in fact, if we take another temple, we can potentially play all 3 colors. So is anything here really worth skipping the temple over? Maybe the Drider, but black is the one color that we haven't taken any of yet, so I'm going to take the land here. This was our original pack, so the worm is gone. The other rust monster is gone, but this is still here. I've lost to a lot of artifacts recently, specifically plate armor. And when I say a lot, I mean plate armor every time. So, sure, let's see if red ends up being open. And then here, we could either take the Great Axe, which is, you know, fine, but probably not where we want to be. Or we could take the potion. Okay. So Demogorgon's Clutch is still in the pack. And then that late Drider as well. So maybe we should have been black here. But I guess Dueling Rapier can get in. Alright. So we'll see where we end up. This card isn't that half bad. I like Gloomstalker, but not in green-white. Okay. So, Orcus, you say? We weren't going to play black, though. That was the one color that I was trying not to pick any cards of, and of course gets shoved into my face. Now it only requires the one black. We do have 2 temples. It's definitely a card, you know, 5/3 trample flying for 4, and then its ability is just extra gravy if you have land. Speaking of lands, Evolving Wilds is here. Also, we could find more prisoners. It's like a red Anticipate on the opponent's turn. Or opponent's deck, sorry. I'm just going to take Orcus and see where we end up. Wow. Okay. So black is open, at least in this direction, or at least from this player. And based on all of the other signals that we had seen, if this player's not black and he saw all those signals, then I think we're good. It's also power word kill. But yeah, I mean, this card is, you know, obviously incredible, right? Owlbear is also here. Is Owlbear better than this? I don't know. I'm taking the rare. You can fight me in the comments. Alright, so we're green-black now. Or red-black. really want to play that lair. I'm going to take a spoils. Even though I might be ditching green. Minion of the Mighty, you say? Chaos Channeler is extremely good. We could be Jund, splashing black just for 2 rares. Although the double splash pips hurts. But Chaos Channeler is pretty incredible. I feel like green has just completely dried up. And then here's a Null Hunter, but there's also Grim Bounty. Oh, man. Alright, cool. You know, I've been playing a lot of green decks. Let's do something else. Let's try something else. We don't have much venture yet. So, do we just want to 2-2 instead? Or any of these cards? Nah. Plate armor, you say? Alright, guys. Weird draft, but you know, we're going to have to choose our colors eventually. I think Valor Singer is really good, so I'm going to take that. Okay. Finding some prisoners came around. Demogorgon's clutches came back as well. Find the path doesn't actually fix us. So let's find some prisoners. Gosh. Guess it's Manticore? Both Deadly Dispute and Thieves' Tools are pretty cool. Take the tools. Fireball and Null Hunter came around from that one time. What the heck is going on? Alright, we have to make a decision. Let's get rid of the green. It's just, it's completely absent. And I feel like we need to get rid of the blue as well. So, if the life gain is gone, Unicorn sucks. Healing sucks. Guess we don't have that much white either. So I was leaning towards taking Nadar, but now I'm not sure. Maybe I just take Dragonfire. Or Ray of Enfeeblement. I really want to play this plate armor. I'm going to take the rare. I don't know. I'm one of these 3 colors. I might be all 3 of these colors. I don't know. I don't know. I know as well as you do. I'm just trying to pick the best card and stay relatively streamlined. This card is amazing, right? Yeah, it is. Just 2-1 Death Toucher. Well, I guess a 2-1 that has Death Touch when it attacks. Only when it attacks is not like that amazing. Man, another spoils too, just when I cut white. I'm gonna take the rogue. I already have 2 prisoners. I need some, like, smaller things. So, I like Singer. Man, they really want me to find some prisoners. You know, just not that into that. So we can just splash white for the 2 best cards. I really like this card though. I'm just gonna find more prisoners, I guess. We'll just play whatever the opponent's playing. Yeah, Chaos Channeler's pretty good, huh? Swarming Goblins is also decent. Channeler's obviously insane if it pops off, though. What is this? Rust Monster. Sacrifice an artifact. I don't know. I'm not going to sack Plate Armor, not going to sack Great Axe. We only have one thing that makes a token. Kind of like Valor Singer. Alright, so here's some card advantage in Windfall. I feel like I have to take this. I'd really just kind of like more 2-drop creatures than anything else. Here's another way to make treasures. So I guess we'll take another Fireball. Strange deck. I'd like to only splash black. My black isn't that amazing. But at the same time, every like card that I want has double pip. So alright, I think we have enough of finding prisoners. I'll just take the 2-drop to fill out curve. So, weird draft. Let me know in the comments what colors you would have drafted. I think white ended up being a bit more open than black, although we definitely saw really powerful black cards. We could split it, but like play some more white cards, but I don't think we need to. I think we just play 1 plains. This way we have 9 of our 2 main colors and 3 plains for the 2 cards, plus any treasures that we make. We are actually at 40 cards, and I don't think I want Manticore over any of the other stuff I have, just to maintain my curve. So yeah, let's do it. So we've got Orcus, the demon prince, and then Asmodeus, the archdevil. We've also got Flame Skull and 2 temples. I think I won't finish spelling that word for those who might be sensitive to it, and I'll just say we're going to the Nordic world. Although a bit colder there. Yeah. Kind of like this Chandra for this deck. So let's run with it. Hey, so if you stuck through that crazy draft and deck building portion, and you're still here for the games, you're one of the real ones. I really appreciate it. Let's get through this match. And, you know, it feels good having you here on my side. We gotta mull this. Keep this. So, 3 swamps doesn't really do it for me. I'm gonna put a swamp back. So I guess we go rogue on 2. Alright. Next turn, Thieves' Tools Temple on red, and we can get a Channeler out. Opponent's going to get to draw a card off of his Spy, but we weren't going to be able to block it anyway with Thieves' Tools. Of course, we could have made him equip it. But we get blown out to any sort of wind blown towards the rogue, so I'm just going to let him get his card. So we could, at instant speed, destroy one of his artifacts. Or we could do it now. Or we could just get out the Channeler. I think we should probably destroy his artifact. I guess we're in a really tough spot. Yep. This is not gonna be good. Opponent's about to draw 2 cards for free. And we don't have that great of a way to stop him. Even if we were to draw Orcus, it's not like we could sweep the field or anything like that. So yeah, this is awesome. I mean, opponent did a great job, and I think we did a pretty bad job. Flame Skull can't block. This game's just over. Certainly a rough start. That's alright. We definitely kept like a unlikely hand. Anyways, if you stuck through that loss, then you're the realest of the real, and I appreciate you. You know, let's be friends, like, for real, hit me up. And, as friends, you know, we should give each other thumbs up sometime and subscribe for more content, okay? Alright, let's go. Hello. Dark Angel 3. Let's try and rob him. Cool, cool, cool. So we could try and steal a card from them. Steal a land, since they are in our colors. Is that worth it? Nah. I guess this card isn't as good as I thought it was. Because, you know, anticipate's good because you just draw the card. This, you have to play it. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure about it. Sure. I'll trade one of these for a 3/3. And then do we go Channeler? Singer would block the robber and let the crawler attack, which could be cool. And we have plays, so we don't need the Channeler right now necessarily. I think it's a good time to play the Singer. Dungeon Crawler seems pretty questionable in our deck, all things considered, because we aren't actually venturing at all. Like, we might have one card that does it. Fate's Reversal gets back 3/3 haste, scries 1. Doesn't do anything else. So let's do this. Let's attack all. See if he blocks. Does not. Let's just get the Channeler out, I guess. I'm not sure that you should be attacking right now, friend. But, alright. So, let's see what card we can get off the opponent's deck. swamp. Cool. Let's try and find a card off the opponent. Dragon's Fire, you say? I can play this until the end of my next turn. Alright, Orcus is probably gone. Bit of a bummer there. Interesting. Opponent doesn't want me to play his cards. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's let's do our thing here. A 1. Cool. Flame Skull. So I could bring a 3/3 back now. If I draw a land next turn, I can bring back Chaos Channeler, and I feel like that's good. Sorry, mana cost 3. Alright, a treasure. Has there been some card that he's been waiting to get another color for? Alright, Fireball on that. Hits himself. So I believe Orcus, if we had gotten one more mana, could get back the Singer and win. Cannot do that right now, so let's just attack. Drop Channeler. Does opponent have an answer for his own Flame Skull? He was splashing for Targnar. Interesting. You don't really want to splash for a 2-drop unless it's a really, really, really good one. Alright. I guess we keep going. Do we want to change the deck at all? We had talked about the 2-1 not really being relevant. Alright, the only way we venture is with Nadar. So that's a bit of a yikes. Would we rather just play Manticore over the 1-drop? Nah. I don't think so. I think we'd rather play Dwarfhold Champion. I just don't want to splash for that. But I probably should fix the mana base like this. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's awkward deck for sure. This is a fine hand though. So the door is an artifact that we can kill on 2. Well, on 3, I guess. That's artifact 2. We've got plenty more of these where that came from. Yeah, that's definitely a card. So, how about nah? Maybe I should have let him get the 1 hit in with the 4/4. Is he gonna make another Raven? Like, that's annoying. Alright. Flame Skull really not looking great here. But maybe it'll keep one of them back. Let's try it. And, you know, maybe we just throw away the rogue. If it had gotten first strike, that would have been sweet. Okay. So opponent thinks he's the beatdown. He did draw his land, his second color even. So plate armor onto birds could be pretty nasty. God, plate armor has scarred me. It has scarred me. This deck is not going to have a problem with plate armor. We have 3 artifact destroyers main deck. Alright, he kept both ravens back. We have all instant spells, so we'll just operate at instant speed here. Attack with the Flame Skull. Opponent will trade. Yep. Cool. Until the end of my next turn I can play this, right? Cool. Sweet. We're the beatdown again. Scry 1 or life gain 1 here. What? Opponent. I think you're getting a little too hasty there. I keep attacking with the crawler because opponent's gonna just block it, or maybe he'll forget, and you know, there could be a time where I draw something that changes the math, and he's not gonna think twice about it, and it's not doing anything else. It's not like these colors have haste, so. We are feeling good. We'll windfall when we get another land. We're not in a rush. If opponent wants to keep venturing into this dungeon and kill himself, he can go right ahead. Sure. Ouch. Why does he keep hurting himself like this? Are we afraid of a wipe? I don't know. I'm not. Sweet. We got there. 2 and 1 with our black-red rare pile. Splashing white for another rare and a mythic uncommon. Let's go. Alright. Alright, cool. So if we don't draw a land next turn, we can still look for the opponent's swamps. Uh-oh. It's quite a good one. You want to trade 4-1 for 1-2? No, you don't, do you? You want to get your value. Alright, that's a big one. And we did miss the land. Now he'll probably trade. Okay. We'll probably end up fireballing the ogre. Unless he plays something worth more. So those prisoners really working well to find us our missing lands here. I was pretty happy with that. Okay, so we can do it at instant speed, maybe after he equips something. Or maybe we do it now while he's tapped out. Cool. Opponent ended up taking a lot of damage. And we're going to have some plays next turn. I don't know why I held the mountain. Just maybe to have something to discard. Okay, so opponent's on the beat down now. Though we do hit back pretty well. Sure. Cool. Alright. Drop a large bomb that I can kill with Grim Bounty, and then next turn we draw a plate armor and it's GG. Oh, Grim Bounty is a sorcery. Whoops. So let's get rid of that. He can give his thing Death Touch. Well, the fact that he drains 2 means he's gonna win the race. So, if we draw plate armor, are we winning the race? We'll deal 7, he'll go to 14, and then we'll kill him. Okay. So he gets one turn of this. Alright, cool. Sure. Next turn we go to 5. Opponent's got something? Okay. Cool, so next turn... Yep. Oh, I'm good. Cool. Alright, I'll keep this back. Opponent takes it. Am I about to lose? If he equips Mana Core, it only deals 4. He could venture once to kill me. No? Not quite sure what's going on. I think we don't waste mana moving anything. Actually, I guess if we go here, then go like this. Two cards. Okay. Dueling Rapier on Valor Singer. So I think we got it. He has something. But if it's instant speed removal for, you know, one of the threats. Nice! Alright, so the fencing blade actually was the difference between winning and losing there, because he was just going to power word kill something. So that was awesome. What a close game. Sweet game. What a sweet game. We were 3-1 with this deck. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little surprised. I'll just take this brief loading screen to remind everyone to like and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, just take a second, minimize out, click those buttons, and come right back. Really means a lot and helps the channel to grow, so super appreciated. Oof, tough one. No guarantee on Flame Skull turn 3 either. Although if we do drop to Flame Skull turn 3 on the play, is it just game over? Let's go for it. 1 black makes this hand amazing. We have 7 of them in the deck, if I include the temples. And otherwise, you know, if I don't get a swamp, I would definitely take more mountains. Ask and ye shall receive. I'd take 1 more swamp, but then I'm like pretty chillin' on lands. Next turn, drop Lightfoot Rogue and put a Rapier on the Flame Skull. Opponent better hope he has some flying or some way to deal damage to me, to my skull. And even then, I'm just going to bring it back over and over again. Yeah, I feel like it's a good turn to do this. I'm not going to get greedy and name white. I'm just going to play it on black. And then I'll play my rogue. Up against green-white life gain. Let's see if we can't build a fast enough clock. I think 3 more turns, the Lightfoot Rogue, if he attacks with a Basilisk, could help us get there too, and, you know, if it trades for his Death Touch, then so be it. Yep, okay. So that was what I was kind of expecting. But that's alright, we'll just play our thing again. So do we want to find some prisoners or rob some hordes? I think we'll just rob. I'm gonna trade with the Basilisk here because I don't want him to use spoils with the Basilisk to be able to kill my Asmodeus. Yeah, so he's going to start attacking. This is what I think he should do. Sweet. Unfortunately, we didn't play the temple on white. Is it worth just spending our whole turn to do that? No, let's see if we can't get a white mana off the top of the opponent's deck. Only green? Bull's strength can stop the thing from attacking for a turn at least. Can play it until the end of my next turn, right? Okay, so I can't block a flyer. But it will let me get in with Horde Robber, which will get me a treasure. So maybe last turn I should have equipped. Well, So can I get a free treasure here? No. Opponent's gonna make me pay for it. So is doing Bull Strength and equipping a rapier on the skull enough if opponent hits me back for 6? I don't think it is. I think I have to play this, so I'm going to. If I had hit the planes off the opponent's deck, things would be a little different. Yeah, I was afraid of that. I mean, that is my white mana, but we are taking a lot of damage. So you can make me chump, and I will, and then attack me. Oh, yeah, you could do that too. Flame Skull almost got there. 3 and 2. Alright. Sure. So, I can only make one of these, either Nadar or Plate Armor. I have to choose. Alright. Nice. Good for you. I think I'm on Nadar. have something. I can think of a +3, +1 trick that would do it. Really need to start drawing lands. Opponent just so happens to be in our colors. I'm gonna go for this. Alright, we got a mountain. Rude. I'd love to play Orcus for -1 here, but then it means we're not playing plate armor till after we bounty. I guess that's fine. Okay, sure. I mean, Singer's fine too. We're, I think, on the front foot here. Because we can go like this. Might as well equip to 1. Okay. Okay. Oh right, with Thieves' Tools out, we could have played and equipped plate armor for 5. I just realized that. Yeah, sorry, don't think you're racing me with that one, bud. Alright, we got there. Sweet. Let's keep it up. 4 and 2 with this black-red pile. Splashing white. It's like really awkward because we really want swamps early, but we don't want pretty much, you know, we want 3 swamps and that's it. So we've got 5 swamps in the deck. And then 9 mountains plus, or what is it, 8 mountains and 2 temples, so 10 mountains. We're on the play. It's pretty greedy. Opponent has taken one mulligan. And we can draw a land off their deck if we really have to. So, maybe they're white. Yeah. Maybe Horde Robber can get in there if opponent's stumbling and having to throw cards away. Who knows? Alright, I would like to draw a white source. And then another mountain. Maybe I can fish a swamp off this guy's deck. Got a swamp off my own deck. We'll run headfirst into a counterspell. You can tell opponent definitely has a counterspell because he's thinking so long about it. Alright, cool. Attack in, get my treasure. Sweet. Now I can play an Adar. Let's try and find a land off the opponent's deck. I could play Hexblade. Is a 2/2 good here? It's not that great. Hexblade or Island. I like this. Can't play it. I could get a treasure off Nadar. It'd probably die though. Do we want that? No. Not really. Cool. Now we can draw cards with that. This is fun. Yeah, let's play the opponent's deck. Their deck seems better than ours. Let's play their deck. Okay, so now if they do the double block, we could potentially get them. So let's go. Do we want a 1/1? No, not really. Yep. Yep. Got him. Outlook good. I control a dragon. Sweet. Then I guess let's just do this. All right. Got there. 5 and 2. Let's go. I think Nandar was definitely the play over the Hexblade. I can't remember what we would have drawn, but I don't think it was a land. And the island actually ended up being sweet because we stole the opponent's wizard class. Like, just a perfect game. Really fun stuff there. Yeah, sure. Oof, bit punished. If we had named red, we could have dropped turn 3 Flame Skull. So green-white might have a plate armor. I think I'm going to save the Valor Singer. Do we want to drop the Channeler or the Skull? Or the plate armor? I like the Channeler. I don't know if we're attacking or not. Probably not. Well, we're not blocking the 3-1 next turn either. Who knows? It'll keep him off pack tactics. Alright, he doesn't want to block, so that was basically some free damage we just got. Yeah, I'm good. You can have it. There's like no pause or anything. Alright, that was definitely a pause. But I guess we can run into it. See what he's got. 5 damage to my creature, eh? Sure. Wow. Sure. Flame Skull can't block. But it sure can attack. Spiked pit trap for 6. Attacks me for pretty much game here. Nothing we could really draw to change that at this point. Although Nadar is kind of cool, so I think we have to get a land right here. Gain a life. But I think we still lose. Oh well. I had a fun run. Hope you had some fun as well. If you did, make sure to hit all those buttons on the YouTubes and catch me for more later. Love ya. Peace.